Hello friends. Hi. Happy Tuesday. Um yeah, it's been a long time since I've posted on this channel. I think the last things I posted were reacting to the final fan fest for Dawntrail, and I remember saying somewhere to expect me to be uploading my playthrough of Dawntrail, and obviously that did not happen. And I was kind of just gonna let this channel stagnate and just kind of die off, but I've been thinking about it and thought maybe I should just post a video to kind of explain what happened here and to kind of talk about how I'm feeling about this channel specifically. So this isn't scripted. I don't even have notes for this, and I've been thinking I should make this video for a long time, and I have a lot I should be doing right now. And instead, I'm gonna sit here and talk to you guys about this channel, I guess, and what you can expect or not expect, and what happened, and like what my thought process is. And I am going to be running around on this little baby alt of mine, Orange Cat. It's not what I should be doing right now, but everything I should be doing, quote unquote, involves stuff that people might consider spoilers at this point. I have to work through Dawntrail for a sixth time. So I'm just going to run around a little bit on this character while we talk about what is going on. So let's see. Let's get going. Oh, I don't even have a mount. Oh, okay. All right, so first we can talk about the Dawntrail playthrough that did not happen. So I did all those like reacting to the trailers and stuff, and the videos did fairly well for my channel. They definitely didn't do like horribly, but I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm meant for React content. I don't have the facial expressions that people want. I don't have like the like loud voice reaction that people kind of want. I just it, it, eh, I don't have it, I what I do have is autism, okay? It doesn't work. I don't have the ability to emote like I think people want with React content. So I did those React videos, something I've never really done before, and I felt like I was having to like act a little bit. I'm gonna turn the game audio down. I felt like I was having to act a little bit, and I just, at this point in my life, I don't do as much like masking as I used to do. So it's a lot more obvious, that that there's something going on, I don't mask it anymore as well as I used to, because it takes a lot of energy, and I need that energy for living life and not for pretending that I get like overwhelmingly excited about things. So I made those videos and they did pretty all right compared to like things on my channel. And then I started thinking, like, why do I care if these things do all right? I want to participate in the Final Fantasy community, and I do that through like watching streams and interacting on like Blue Sky and stuff and Reddit, but I don't really need to be like actively a voice. I don't need to be that active like person in like with a face. Does that make sense? So I was kind of like having a introspective moment through it all about like, why do I feel like I need to post my reactions? And it reminded me of like a long time ago. Like, we're gonna go back to like 18-year-old me, which is many years ago, where I was in like a really crappy relationship, and he just kept like cheating on me with somebody else, and the other woman was like, why are you trying to hold on to him so hard? Like, what are you getting out of this? And I was like, you know what? Nothing. You're right. And I just dropped it and it was immediately able to move past it because it's like that introspective moment of like, why am I trying to do this? You know, like, why am I making myself go through this if it's not something that I enjoy? Like, what am I, does this bring me joy? Not really. I'm already wearing that. All right. So I just had like a moment. I had like a moment while uploading those videos and like miserably making thumbnails. I did not like making those thumbnails. So miserably making the thumbnails. I was like, what am I doing? And then Dawntrail launches. It's 6 in the morning and I'm sitting at my computer recording myself starting Dawntrail at 6 in the morning. So tired, just like feeling like I have to make myself react to what is going on screen, which if you've played Dawntrail, is not a whole lot, my guys. I was not it was like, oh, this is pretty, you know, like wow, what a pretty city, you know, like that kind of thing. Like there were not any like big moments like at the beginning of Endwalker. And it's 6 in the morning. I'm so tired. I'm just sitting there like, honestly, this is a little bit boring as a player, let alone like as somebody who might be watching this video later. Like, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. And I just turned off the recording and just played through Dawntrail, which thank God I did that because it would have been the most boring react ever. Because like the beginning of Dawntrail is not exactly like, whoa, revelation moments, you know? So I had that moment where I was just like, there is no reason for me to be doing this, you know? So I turned it off, and since then I've put all my like recording energy into other projects. I still like I have my Final Fantasy quest archive, which I do talk about every once in a while, but it doesn't feel like the kind of thing that is like exciting to people. So I don't do a lot of self-promotion about it. But I'm still very much constantly working on it. I have almost 4,000 videos, I think, on that channel right now. I don't know. I'd have to go check. Maybe it's more like, I think it was like 3,500 last time I looked, but it's a lot of videos. And it's a project that I enjoy. It's definitely a labor of love and autism, that's for sure. Things make a lot more sense. But I also, on top of that, I do still, oh, ugly hat time. I do still have my Star Stable Online channel, which if you've been here for a while, you know that I used to make Star Stable Online videos on this channel, but I branched it off onto its own one, and I do still make weekly videos over there. They do pretty okay for what they are, which is just me sitting talking about a horse game. And like that's kind of the niche that I like to fill. I'm not really like a creative video idea person. You know, I'm not the person that's going to sit down and be like, all right, I have this sick idea for a video and it's all this stuff. Like, no, I'm not really like creative in that manner. I don't come up with fun video ideas. I am and have always been like a sit and talk person. And I don't feel like there is a niche for that in Final Fantasy 14 anymore. Like, I don't know if there ever even was. I don't know if that was ever even a thing that people wanted in the Final Fantasy community. You know, if you want that, you can go watch somebody stream and chat while they're streaming. Like, I think Cider Spider fills that a little bit because he does his weekly achievement hunting thing where he just kind of talks while he achievement hunts and talks about the process and everything. And I love watching those videos. I know he's on break right now, but I like watching his videos because, oh my God, I like to watch the kind of content I like to make. All right, we're just gonna have to deal with these. Yeah, so like I like watching the like talky chill videos, but I don't know what I would even sit and talk about. In Star Stable, I do the weekly updates because Star Stable has weekly updates. So I just get on and I go through the weekly update. I read through the news. I talk about what's new that week. I talk about the experience of the new stuff. And you don't really have that in Final Fantasy 14. It's kind of like Patriarchs, but a little bit more chill and a lot less time consuming. Those videos, at most, they are like a 4 hour thing for me. Most of the time, it's like 1 hour and I'm done. New shoes. Yeah, so I was initially going to make this video kind of a like goodbye for now video and be like, I'm just gonna let this channel kind of die off. I'm surprised I haven't lost more subscribers, but then I think about the fact that like I don't unsubscribe from like dead channels because you don't realize that the channels aren't posting unless you're like digging through your old subscribes, you know? So I have plenty of channels I should probably go unsubscribe from, but I don't because I don't even realize that they aren't doing anything. Yeah, I was going to make this like a goodbye video and just be like, you can find me these other places. Like, I'm still active on this YouTube. I'm just only through commenting and stuff. Like, I'm not actively posting here. But then, I don't know. I think that, yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing much on this YouTube for the foreseeable future. I've thought about doing a series where I do like a weekly archive update, maybe kind of similar to Cider Spider's videos where he just kind of walks through what he's working on and gets done every week for achievements and talks about the process. I don't know if people care about that, but for me, it would almost be a form of accountability and record keeping, you know? I am big on spreadsheets. I have a huge fancy, not really, spreadsheet for my archive project, and every week I have like goals. I even have a whiteboard, but the only thing that's been on the whiteboard under my to-do list for the archive for the last like 3 months has been job quests because I still have a couple job quests that I haven't finished the like level 80 cap quest for. And I haven't done the Viper or Sage quests yet. But so I have all these like record keeping things, and every week I have like a goal of things I want to get through. It's always too much. I always underestimate the amount of time and mostly time that things will take. So part of me wants to do like a weekly video where I talk about like what I want to get done this week and the process of it and all that jazz, and then kind of do like a wrap up like of what I got done based on the previous week or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how it would work, but I've had that idea for a while and I might do it. I might. That's kind of the only thing I could see doing on this channel though, is using it as like a personal diary. And I mean, I guess that's kind of what this channel is. If you go far enough back, I was doing like weekly Guild Wars 2 vlog. Oh my god, why is it always that damn hornet swarm? Every time I do this quest. If you go back far enough, I was just doing like talky Guild Wars 2 videos where I talked about what I was doing in game and what I was doing in real life and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just a sit and talk person. Oh my god, are they about to heal me? Oh, thank you. I am but an orange cat, baby. They're just watching me. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I don't even remember what I was saying before I got distracted by somebody coming by to save me. Yeah, so I've thought about doing that because all I am is a yapper. You know, all I do is yap. That's my specialty, which is just crazy if you know me in real life because that's what I don't do. Another thing is that I got married this year, you guys. I've had a year of like real life stuff. I have a new nephew. I got married twice actually because there was a visa process, so we had like a small wedding and then like an actual wedding. My at the time fiance moved here from Australia this year. So it's just been like a big year of real life stuff. And so when I sit down to record, I just like the simplicity of archive recording, which is silly because it's actually not that simple with the amount of like stuff I do for it. Dude, why? Leonie, I'm gonna need you to move. There go the dogs. Some things never change. Maybe I can sneak behind. Yes. Before I had to explain that I got married, I was going to say my husband says that I can't talk to people. And I mean, it's not that I can't talk to people, it's just that I don't talk to I just don't have things to say, you know? And if I'm in person, I don't know what to say to people. I am the worst at small talk kind of things, unless there's like alcohol involved, which I've talked in the past about why I've taken like extended breaks from streaming, like especially like years ago, was because I felt like I could only really be entertaining if alcohol was involved. And part of why I've just kind of completely stopped streaming is because that no matter like how far away I got away from where I was back in those days where I was drinking like a lot every day, that feeling still lingered. And so it was like every time I would go out and get maybe a little bit tipsy or whatever, I would be like, yeah, I should stream because I would actually be entertaining right now, you know? And I don't like that mentality, but it's just a thing. And so that's part of why I really just don't stream much at all anymore, is because that still lingers and I don't really like that it's still, that energy still hangs around. But in my everyday life, I'm not very chatty. And I think part of it is I'm just very tired. And I'm tired of kind of like masking the awkwardness that comes with being autistic, you know, that kind of thing. Like it's just work. And I don't want to work at it. So like sitting at my computer and talking, very easy. I could yap forever. And that is part of like my friends have said like they watch my stream and they're like, you can just talk to yourself. And I can. I do it all the time. That's my video content, is talking to myself. But it's talking with other people and like engaging other people that is just not my real forte. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna go with content outside of maybe my like weekly archive journals, which I mean, maybe people will want to see that. I am just looking for accountability on some level. I like the idea of sitting down and being like, this is what I want to try to get done this week, because I do have a lot of goals regarding it and a lot of things that I forget about. So, like, I was working through Eureka before Dawntrail came out. I was working through Eureka and I was doing it on two different characters because of the dialogue options. And the thing with Eureka is that they're not traditional quests. They're like quasi quest kind of things. And so it's not like I can do with a lot of quests where I just abandon them and restart the whole quest to get every dialogue option. And I don't think that there's like New Game Plus for Eureka. So I have to do Eureka on two characters at once. Very easy for burnout there. So, but I haven't gone back to it since Dawn Trail because there's just so many other little things to do. And I recently went back through all of my video files, and there's just a lot of things that I started recording and then didn't finish the recording process of like quest lines and stuff. So I think that if I've tried to make like spreadsheets, like a page of like what I'm working on and like the status of things, it didn't work for me. I didn't keep it updated. I have like spreadsheet pages that I do keep updated, like lists of every zone's quests. I have them all written out in a spreadsheet. Every like role quest, every job quest, every like society daily quest. I have those all written out. I'm about to make one for custom deliveries. So things like that. But in terms of like project status, like I only just recently realized that I'd done the entirety of the Shadowbringers role quests, like the master quests, and I just never rendered and uploaded them. So I feel like I need a little bit of sitting down, looking at where I am, what I'm working on, what I want to get done that week, and work through it. And I also feel like I need a little bit better time management. I will sit down at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning and work on my archive project until like 11 p.m. and I will take little breaks for like eating and stuff, but I will work on it all day. And part of it is that the way that I record is almost like productivity sprints, if you're familiar with that, because I only record during Eorzean daytime. So I record for like 45 minutes and then I will work on something else for 45 minutes, whether that's making thumbnails, rendering videos, doing some work to like up my level for other things that I need, like that kind of thing. So it keeps me like going, because I mean there's a reason people do productivity sprints, because it's like 45 minutes of this and then you take a break and do 45 minutes of something else, like that kind of thing. But it can kind of cause problems because I'll do it for hours. And it's not like I make any money. I don't make any money on anything that I do right now. That's another thing, is that I don't feel comfortable making money on the archive project because it's not my content. Does that make sense? Because I'm not it's not exactly super transformative. Oh my god, there's a wet dog jumping on me. So I don't know. I get a lot of copyright claims on those videos and I never dispute them. I always wonder if I should. It's not like it's not like I'm gonna monetize the content, but I don't know if I like having copyright claims on like every single video just because there's like a Final Fantasy song over the Final Fantasy gameplay. The struggle of Final Fantasy, especially the newer stuff. That copyright company or whatever is hungry. Man, as soon as instant cast and it throws me off, it just throws me off a little bit because it feels like I feel like I messed up, like I walked out of it or something. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to talk about in relation to this channel. I mentioned that this isn't like a goodbye forever. Let's see, I told you to go check out my other channels. I do have a Booktube channel. I haven't uploaded on it in a long time, but I've thought about getting back to that just because I want to talk about what I'm reading, and nobody in my life reads like I do. Not even just amount, but the type of books that I read. So I have a hard time like discussing them with people. And sometimes I just want to yap about it. I guess I could have teleported. But that felt like it might have been a waste. I'll just jog. What does my adventure plate look like? I always want to play this character, but I'm kind of mentally preparing myself. Well, actually, I'm not preparing myself. I'm like holding myself back because I'm going to re-record the MSQ through Endwalker after the graphical change and everything. And also my oldest recordings are horrible quality. It's kind of hard to read stuff. So I'm holding myself back. I want to finish like the Dawntrail and Endwalker zone quests before I restart the MSQ. And I want to start it so bad. I keep wanting to do it. I made a cute Elezen. I'm ready to go, but I'm holding myself back until I finish that. So I'm also trying not to do too much low level content because I'm about to like have to do it like a billion times. But I like Orange Cat. I think she's cute. I don't really know if there was anything else. They're just sitting there. That feels illegal. I don't know if there was anything else I really wanted to talk about in this video. If I don't stop myself, I will just yap forever, you know? Let's turn this quest in. I think we're almost done with this arc. We skip over the cutscenes. Baby inventories are so nice. There's just nothing in there. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. I really just wanted to, like, not leave people who cared hanging, in case people were wondering, like, what happened to this channel. I am still alive. You can find me posting pretty regularly on Blue Sky, and my archive channel has uploads almost daily generally because I schedule things out a little bit so I don't just dump like 40 society quests on you on one day. But yeah, over on my archive channel, if you've ever been like, what would the dialogue be if I picked a different option? Well, I'm doing that over there for every quest that I can find. and Society Quest as well. Sometimes you do it the first time, and the second time has different dialogue, and sometimes the third time has different dialogue. I am overwhelmed with these Pelu quests, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing over there. And if you like to listen to me yap and you don't care about what, you could check my Star Stable online account because I yap weekly there about horse games. If you like that, that's over there. And if you care about books, I have my Booktube that I'll probably be making a video for about my 2024 reads soon. And I might try to get back to posting there a little bit more regularly. We will see how that goes. And yeah, if you think that I should do my weekly archive update journal thing here, let me know in the comments how you feel about it or not. Let me know how your Dawntrail experience has been. It's been kind of a quiet time on a lot of fronts, I feel, because Dawntrail didn't seem like the kind of content that makes people, like talk a lot, I guess. I don't know. Like there were no big like react moments. And when you think about like what Dawntrail kind of is supposed to be, it makes sense. It's the start of a new adventure, very ARR of it, And nobody really watches people play through ARR for specific moments, at least the 2.0. I cannot really think of any moment in 2.0 that people are like, oh my god, I need to watch people hit this moment. And I think there's only like there are a couple of that in Dawntrail, sort of, but nothing really like intense. Like there's no like 5.3 of the Dawntrail MSQ. There's no like post, what is that dungeon? Mount Gulag or Gula, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about if you know. There's none of those like moments in Dawntrail really that are kind of unexpected. I feel like every moment like that, if you know how like stories work, generally you could see a lot of it coming from pretty far out, which isn't a problem. I don't think they should oh my god, what's the creator of Lost? I don't think that they should like JJ Abrams us and punish us for knowing how stories work. So I'm not mad that I could see things coming. I don't know, there wasn't really a moment where I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy." Until the end of 7.1, and then I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I can't wait to see where this goes." So, yeah, if you wanted my Dawntrail thoughts, there you go, just in succinct form. I like fought with myself about making Dawntrail thoughts videos and like Dawntrail content thoughts videos specifically, and then I just thought I don't really want to get into that. There's enough people spewing their unneeded opinions everywhere on this. Like I don't need to contribute, so I didn't, except for right now. There you go, condensed thoughts if you made it all the way to the end of this video. I am gonna go because I need to work on things that I need to work on. And yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think about whether you just want like weekly yap sessions or my journal idea. Let me know, and I will think about taking any of it into consideration, but I'm gonna do what I want to do, I guess. So I'll see you guys later. Find me on the Blue Sky, on the other channels, and chat with me there. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.